Planning a 6-day trip without overwhelming the whole family? Is that even possible? In this video, I will show you how we balance revisiting our favorite spots, discovering new places, catching up with old friends, checking out local cultural events, and still making space to rest, reset, and actually enjoy the journey. Let's map out a trip that feels exciting without burning anyone out.
Let's go! Here we are leaving São Paulo to stay for a couple weeks in the countryside of the state in 2 cities. First one is gonna be Botucatu, which is the city that I went to university. I went to study there, but I lived there for 4 years of my life. And I'm really excited to see how the city is, to check on my friends that are still there. And I'm really excited for being able to leave that crazy concrete jungle that São Paulo is and just to enjoy nature for a while, go to waterfalls, and there's gonna be a lot of nice things to do there. So let's go. One of those things that we find really very usual in Brazil is just like gas stations by the road with some restaurants. So it's not cheap, but at some point without having to use it. What?
You have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, you have to do what you have to do. And open their bathrooms.
After having a nice and warm lunch, we let Oliver to spend some energy in the cutest playground they have in there. And that's a really amazing tip for people traveling with small kids. Find those spots where they can spend some energy, run around, climb, just before you're hitting back the road, because it helps them to calm down.
I'm really happy to see inside like one of those kind of restaurant stores in the middle of this road, a bookshelf full of self-development books from Napoleon Hill to The Secret, Silva Methods, so much beautiful titles there in a really nice spot. So it's really interesting to see that. Yeah, so we can have an idea, like it is quite expensive here, 300 reals. It's just by 5 you get the amount in dollars. It's a lot.
Passing through Botucatu, we saw some people skydiving, their parachutes. So if you're passing through Botucatu, look up. After arriving in Botucatu, we took the rest of the day to rest. So next morning, we head first to UNESP to visit a dear friend that works on the library. Okay, I'm having a sense of nostalgia here, coming back to UNESP University, the state of São Paulo, where I came to study from 2005 to 2009. And it's so nice to see, to walk again on those paths with my family now. Yeah. I was really happy to show my kids my graduation class flag. It feels like this day happened a lifetime ago.
Right now I'm just feeling a sense of nostalgia, and that's a fun thing that happened when you go back to a place that you lived many years ago, because what you realize is that not only the place has changed, but you have changed as well, and it's a new place for you, right? It is a new perspective on that place. So everything's new, the colors are different, the buildings are different, the people are different, and you are different. So good feeling to have, that you overcome that stage and you kept what is good and you moved on. I'm grateful for every moment that I spent here, but I'm also grateful for not being here anymore.
After that emotional visit, we headed to the Demétria neighborhood to meet some friends for lunch. We chose Cantinho da Viola, a rural nature-surrounded restaurant with that amazing farm kitchen aroma. You know, wooden burning stove, comforting homemade food, and a cozy atmosphere where adults can relax while the little ones run around and play. After lunch, our friend took us to Biologia, an organic shop in the same area where we discovered some incredible natural ice cream. The whole place has these beautiful wooden tables and chairs that make you want to sit down, slow down, and stay there for hours. Honestly, it even feels like the perfect spot to work from if all you need is your laptop. We ended up sitting on the grass, catching up on life, while the kids played happily in the sand. It was simple, grounding, and exactly the kind of moment that makes the trip feel meaningful. I was so excited that I took the whole family to a waterfall that I used to visit all the time when I lived here, even though it was closing just 1 hour after we arrived. Cachoeira da Marta has changed so much since my last time. There is now a reception area, clear signage, a playground, bathrooms, and even a water fountain. All completely new to me.
Fill your water bottles and get ready for the trail down.
The trail down was super easy, about 10 to 15 minutes, and the once raw path is now mostly covered with wooden steps.
Can you hear the waterfall noise? We're almost there.
When we finally reached the fall, there were a couple of groups smoking, which took away a bit of the magic. Still, we tried to make the most of the moment and enjoy the view. The waterfall was as beautiful as I remembered, and out of all of us, only Celine was brave enough to get into the water.
Gosh, so beautiful. So nice to, after 2 months in big cities, to be in the green, totally in the green again. I'll say this time, there's a lot of people who are retired. This day was really long. Good to be in nature and just like walk around a little bit. Inside a condo here in the neighborhood. We're going towards that little lake or lagoon, I'm not sure how to call it, but it's just like dirty roads.
Dirt roads. They're not dirty.
Yeah.
Natureful.
And then we are finding the Let's go, Ali. Now we found the bridge, Oliver. Let's go. Careful, use your hand. There we go. there we go after some shopping again. Beautiful place here, Biologia, Bio store, here in the neighborhood of Demétria, and it's really nice. I didn't film inside because there was a lot of people, but we got quite a few things there, all organic, and they produce it here, which is really nice. Olive. Olive. Got distracted. Oi. Hi. Tell me how small this world is. A friend of mine who lives in another city, two friends of mine, they're living in the same complex here, like condo. Like one lives in this house, and if the sun lets you show it, no, and the other one in this house. And both of them were friends of mine from the other city that I used to live, and now they're in this city that I studied when I was younger. And then Pedro's friend, my husband's friend, live in this house here. His friend from São Paulo lives in here in Botucatu too. It's just like, this world like doesn't stop surprising me on how small it is. At the same time, it's so huge and so new all the time. So it's really beautiful to see how things align when you're available to. Oh, yeah. Hi, Ollie.
The next day, we went to Christmas Faire at Aitiara Waldorf School, where some of my friends were. They presented a moving and joyful version of Baile do Menino Deus, the dance of the baby God. It is the story of Jesus' birth told through the heart of Brazil, blending indigenous, African, and European traditions. Watching it reminded me how every culture carries a story in its own unique and beautiful way. After the play, we had lunch and explored the school. Waldorf schools always touch my soul. They are spacious, they are artistic, and so alive with imagination. And with our Baile's food, we headed to Café Concert, where violinists were performing a series of pieces, including, obviously, Christmas music. Before leaving, I walked through the classrooms to see the students' work from the year. The creativity of Waldorf children and the craftsmanship of their work always moves me. We ended the day at the Artisans Fair, surrounded by colorful handmade pieces, some even made by the students. After spending our Monday morning helping a friend move houses, we went for lunch in a cozy restaurant downtown. In the afternoon, we enjoyed our friends a little bit more before saying our goodbyes. We ended the day saying our last see you another day at an ice cream shop on the main road. It was a sweet treat to close a truly sweet trip. On the way back to our Airbnb, we passed in front of the cathedral, a city landmark. It was a meaningful moment to me because I said goodbye to the city and to the person that I was when I lived in here. The next day, we packed it up and hit the road toward our next destination. Subscribe to find out where we went in the next week's video.